want to live a happy, productive life, but sometimes we just need a little help. Our Coach on Call experts provide strategies to help you live your best life now. Joining me today is Linda Mitchell, a transformational life coach and reinvention expert who helps her clients move through life's challenges and transitions with purpose, passion, and clarity to emerge more powerful, fulfilled, and purposeful. Linda is here today to discuss small steps to big change. Welcome, Linda. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me back, Joan.
So, Linda, when people decide that they're ready to let go of resistance and make some big changes in their lives, often the process can be overwhelming and anxiety-provoking. Can you give us some strategies on how to get unstuck so we can make permanent changes in our lives?
Well, when we decide it's time for a big change, often anxiety and overwhelm can step in and sabotage even our best efforts. I believe it's wise to ease into big changes by taking a series of small, deliberate steps. There's wisdom and beauty in taking small steps to big change. This allows us to transition through change or grow into a new habit with more comfort and less anxiety. And that's far more likely to result in the permanent changes we're desiring. It's wise to move methodically and intentionally toward any goal by breaking it down into small, manageable pieces, because it's difficult to maintain the momentum and demands of implementing big changes or of trying to make too many changes at once, even if they're all leading to one goal. When we feel like everything we're trying to do is a struggle, or we feel like we've had more failures than successes in moving toward a big goal, that's when we feel depressed, we revert to our old ways, or just give up. Instead, I invite people to break their ambitious changes into small steps. It's more realistic, it feels better, and it creates an ongoing sense of success. Even if at first it seems like it will take you longer to reach your goal by chunking it down into small pieces, the good news is that having many small successes along the way will encourage you to keep moving forward toward the larger goal. The Japanese actually have a term for this. It's called kaizen. Many corporations, both domestically and abroad, have adopted this philosophy because of its success rate. Here's a simple example. If your goal is to get fit and lose weight, you don't want to eliminate all sugar, carbs, and dairy all at once and decide to get to the gym 6 days a week instead of one. It's way too much. You're setting yourself up for failure. It's better to take small steps to big change.
So, Linda, not everything that happens to us in life is our choice. What about when something that we're not expecting occurs? What should we do then to make it less difficult and less stressful?
Well, you're right. Life doesn't always give us a heads up before a major change. We can't always anticipate or prepare. So when this happens, I truly believe it's important to give yourself the time and the grace to process any emotions. You may be feeling sadness, anger, grief, or fear, for example. I always say what we resist persists. So allow yourself the space to process your emotions so you can begin to heal and then move forward. In this scenario, it's wise to choose to get comfortable with one area at a time in your new reality. Taking consistent small steps will allow you to build the confidence in yourself that's needed to forge forward and successfully transition through a big change. Using this strategy, you'll find strength you didn't even know you had. And hopefully, you'll even see there's little successes along the way to acknowledge and celebrate.
So you just mentioned celebrating small successes along the way, but when we're trudging through something challenging, we don't usually think about celebrating. So can you tell us more about this concept and why you think it's so important?
Yeah, Joan, I think it's so important to pause, notice, and celebrate the big and the little successes along the way. Here's why I think it's so important. If we never stop to acknowledge ourselves, and instead we simply tell ourselves, things like, oh, that's just stuff I have to get through, then we miss the opportunity to lift ourselves up, give ourselves credit for the hard work we're doing. And that's a shame, because not doing so leads to feeling exhausted and depleted. But by celebrating even the small successes along the way, we feel better about ourselves and the situation we're in. We boost our confidence and feel better prepared for the next important step. Now, I'm not talking about throwing a party for each small step of success. I'm simply talking about acknowledging yourself, getting out of your head for a moment and consciously being in your body to momentarily marinate in that good feeling. Tune into your body while thinking about a small step of success. Where do you feel that joy? Is it in your gut? Is it in your heart? Really connect with that feeling and consciously saturate the rest of your body with that good feeling. That's an important kind of celebration that science shows actually expands your good energy and makes space for even more successes to enter your life. Eventually, you'll be able to look back and see that you've accomplished quite a bit by taking small steps to big change.
Linda, thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like to learn more about this topic or Linda and her work, you can visit livinginspiredcoaching.com. And as always, to hear more from Linda, you can visit our website, cyacyl.com/Linda. We'll be right back.